Hometown Radio, 1580 KGAF presents the Community Service Report. Here is Dee Blanton.
Hi again, everyone. Our Thursday community service program today comes to us from Muenster Memorial Hospital. Very happy to have the CEO of the hospital, Brian Roland, back with us. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, Dee. It's excited to be back on the Dee Blanton in the Morning Show, so excited to be back.
Well, and I'm sure you miss me. Over the last couple of months, we hadn't seen you, and so in fact, I guess we hadn't seen you since last year.
Yeah, so Happy New Year.
Yeah, thank you, thank you very much. All right, let's hit on a few things. What's been going on over at MMH?
Well, we got a lot of things going on, but I want to start the program off by saying good luck to the Muenster ISD ball players in the tournament, and I also want to say congratulations to all the other teams in the area that were in the tournaments and the playoffs. We wish them all the best. I know we have a lot of employees and a lot of employees' families who are going to be traveling, so we wish them the best. A lot of stuff happening over at the hospital. We've got, Dr. Crow Rodney's been there just about a year now, a little over a year, so her anniversary. Time flies when you're having fun and busy. She's getting settled in the clinic, seeing the patients in the hospital. With her being on board in our facility, we're seeing our numbers generally increase at the hospital. The patient days in our facility are probably up 10-12%. Clinic visits are up about 12%. So a lot of stuff going on with her being on board. So we're really, really excited about that, and I think it's really beneficial to the patients and the people of Muenster to have that. And we continue to move forward with that, and with her being there, looking at the game plan down the road with Eric coming on board here in a couple of years, and we've got a mid-level nurse practitioner that we're sending through school. There's a lot of stuff happening. Mm-hmm. And the upside is, and I use this all the time, you're managing today as we prepare for tomorrow. You really have to build based on what the game plan is going to be in a couple of years. I joke about it. Rural healthcare is like a 500-piece puzzle, and the sizes and shapes are always changing. And you just have to figure out what will potentially or could work best for our area and move forward. And that's the exciting thing right now. With the respiratory therapy taking off, we just have got the approval to purchase our own ventilator. So to have one of those in Muenster and the respiratory program, I think is going to be really, really beneficial for the patients. The wound care program is going to be kicking off here in a little bit, which we're really excited about, and to send one of our nurses, Kendall Ryder, through the program to be wound care certified. And to have that in Muenster, I think, is going to be second to none. So there's always something going on because, again, our goal in Muenster and Cook County and especially the area that we serve is to make sure that we live by the motto that I like to follow. We want to be delivering high-quality patient care. We want to be supporting our providers. We want to be creating excellent workplaces for our employees. We want to be strengthening the hospital's role in the community, and we want to be ensuring fiscal responsibility. And people find that weird sometimes that ensuring fiscal responsibility is the last one on the list. Mm-hmm. And it's really been a change over the years with healthcare that your financial situation is not your first priority, and that's part of the shift. In healthcare is we want to bring the care in healthcare to Cook County,
right?
And so you really have to look at it from that way. So we want to be the place where people want to come to. We want to treat them well, and there's just a lot of things that are going on. We've got 2 or 3 other projects that we're going to be working on to look at enhancing some of our services. Again, we're trying to make some more of our rooms private instead of semi-private. That always is a big thing in hospitals now. And when you can't build a new facility, you have to figure out how you can kind of jostle things around to make it more user-friendly. And a lot of the rooms we've already redone, the floors, the walls. And so we just, And even since I've seen you last year, there's been a lot of changes taking place. And so we're really heading in the right direction. Again, healthcare is an ever fluid, moving project. And at least the benefit for us right now is with everything going on with gun control and the aluminum and steel tariffs, the federal government's not really pounding down on healthcare right now. And so we have a little bit of time to focus on some other stuff. It's not that things aren't happening. They're just not high on the priority list, which gives you a chance to kind of step back and take a breath and figure out, let me clean some of this stuff out. Let me work on this because, come January of 19, the legislative session kicks back up in Texas, and who knows who's going to be where with the primaries that just went on. It's going to be very interesting. Yeah. So just Muenster is ever moving forward, and it's really exciting.
Yeah, I want to go back to something you said, when talking about planning for the future. That has got to be with the way things change, because you can lay out the best plans in the world today, and tomorrow you may have to totally scrap them and change because of the changes in the industry. That's got to be terribly difficult.
It is, and really what you have to do is you have to do a lot of reading, a lot of thought, and yes, probably 60% of the things that we think about doing, we end up not doing because you don't want to recreate something that has failed before or may not work because of the patient types that we see, or what may be coming down with legislative changes that you hear about may happen in 2 or 3 years. You don't want to get involved in a project that's working really well and then find out, oh, wait, all of a sudden they're going to give you 20% of what they were giving you instead of the 100%. So it does take a lot of work, but that I think is part of the, if you want to call it fun craziness of rural healthcare, is you really have to change, because what you think is going to change in a year, there will probably be 3 or 4 updates to that change. Warren Buffett said it really good. In the business world, the rearview mirror is always cleaner than the windshield. And if you think about it in healthcare, it's the same way. Looking back at what we should have done or what we did, it's a lot clearer than what's in front of us, and you just don't know. And the ever-changing threats, if you want to call it, with legislative changes, even to the critical access hospital reimbursement or the swing bed reimbursement or the changes in how they pay you for therapy on outpatient or home health. It's ever changing. I mean, it's one of those things where sometimes it makes you look back in life and go, maybe working for the IRS wasn't too bad 25 years ago. Yeah. But it does make it interesting because no 2 days are the same. And that, I think, and people are seeing the changes that we're making and that we're on top of those changes. And I think that's what's going to help Muenster Memorial Hospital as we move forward the next 10, 15, 20 years. And so these 3 years that I've been there and the next, years to come are going to be very, very important to the longevity of the facility and what we do in Muenster. Yeah.
And to me, I think the future is exciting. I know you might think it can be exciting, but to me it is. I mean, despite the fact you don't know what changes are coming, I think the future looks very bright for MMH right now.
It does. And that is the fun part is, I'm involved with stuff with the Texas Hospital Association, the Texas Organization of Rural and Community Hospitals, the National Rural Health Association, the Texas Rural Health Association, and you've got to keep up with all of these things because you're getting emails every day and changes and the legislative stuff. There's it's not done. There's no I. It's a team effort, and we're moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Brian, we're out of time. Wish we had more time. It goes by quickly, but we'll visit again maybe next month. Who knows? Hopefully.
Yep, hopefully.
Thank you very much. He is Brian Roland, CEO at Muenster Memorial Hospital. It's going to wrap it up for our Thursday community service program here on KGAF.